All right, guys, welcome back to another segment. You know the way they do. Fuck, I need to talk that. I need to do that intro again. All right, good morning, good afternoon, depending on the region you're watching us from. Welcome to Obvious TV. Well, today is the UEFA Champions League. We have Inter Milan facing Barca, and also Arsenal will be playing PSG tomorrow. But quick one before we dive into Chelsea matters. Alpha, what's your prediction now? Me and tipping Inter to qualify you. No verse.
The game na Connie man go bury Connie man. The two of them are Connie people. Mo say I go be, but me I'm tipping Barca to qualify.
I agree with Gifts. It's a do or die affair for that match because the two teams they tough.
Yeah.
But I'm still tipping Barca to qualify.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Looking at the recent performance or 2 games now of Romeo Lavia. Initially, when we brought up Romeo Lavia's case up here, whether we should keep him or sell him, looking at the nature of his injury, I remembered whether Dave or Gift, one of you said we should sell him. That we should sell him. But will you judge him now based on his recent performance to say, let us keep him for 1 more season?
I'll not judge him by his performance. I'll judge him by his fitness. It's as simple as that. So we all know that when Lavia is playing for Chelsea, there is this level of organization in our playing pattern and overall play.
Yeah.
But the issue is, just like I said in my review against Liverpool, the issue is fitness. You cannot in any way keep a player or keeping a player when that player keeps getting injuries. Okay. Understand? Just like Wesley Fofana. Fofana has not played bad for us this season.
Yeah.
In fact, it's one of our best defenders, if we are being honest with ourselves, this season.
Yeah.
But the issue is that he keeps getting repeated injuries. And when all these kind of things happens, as a businessman, as an owner of a club, what do? You have to look for a replacement. And you cannot keep such a player that will be earning high amount of salary where you're supposed to do away with them and get better ones. You understand?
Okay.
Now, the issue of Lavia, just like I said, is just that fitness. If he can keep his fitness, I don't see a reason why Chelsea should not keep him in the squad.
Will you stand your ground on selling him?
For now, no. Let's see.
You don't change, man. That time I didn't hear sell him.
But yes, that is how it is now. That is the way life is. We need to take it we need to be real. We need to be real as possible. So that's just the truth. If this guy cannot be fit, or if he picks another injury again that will rule him out for as much as 6 or to 1 year again, I think at that point Chelsea should be thinking of a better option. This is how I put it: a better option. Look for someone better than Lavia. Don't go and sign somebody that will be lower than Lavia.
Okay, Gift.
You understand?
I know that you said we should loan him. I need to forget.
As Nigerians, we have this mindset of when something is good, we keep. And when something is bad or not really doing well, we do away with it. That is not really bad. For, like I see most fans saying keep, most fans saying sell. But for me, as of then, I said we should loan Lavia because looking at his potential, he's a very good player. Those games we gambled with earlier, for me, I felt that if Lavia was there in those games that we gambled with, at least there would have been a difference because seeing him played in our last 2 matches, he did very well. Not just very well. He played excellently. His accuracy in giving passes is top notch, and that is a very good one for the team. But at this point, the challenge is just his fitness, just as Dave said, like him and being fit, like to play games continually. Looking at people like Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, and some of our players, if he will be able to keep up with the fitness, then he's good to be in the team, despite the fact that we've already made plans for other midfielders, yes, to the team, like Andrey Santos and Quenda, right? Esugu, yes. So, but I would not say it's a bad idea for us to keep Lavia in the team if he's fit for the team. If he's fit, like this injury stuff is not really consistent. The issue with Lavia is, see, a player must have injury, that's true, but having consistent injury, like you don't get injury for like 1 month, then you come back, as you just play one more match, you don't get another one for 2 months. That is killing the team spirit. And he's a very contributive player to the team. So match is supposed to help us, like for we to just, even though our players they fuck up, like at least in presence for just change 1 or 2 things. But him now they make that kind of like he know they for the game. If they affect the club in one way or the other. In one way or the other, people feel no believe him, but the absence of Lavia in one way or the other made the team to be struggling at this point. Because at this point, we're supposed to be at our point of comfort, just like Manchester City. But we are struggling because of all those small lapses, like Lavia injury. Now he's coming. See the way with the ball now. The ball is more organized. You're going to see now big boys they play.
Mm-hmm.
So that, for me, I would just say, let it be.
You see, stand your ground, loan.
I don't think loan is a good idea.
Loan is not a good idea for me.
It's better if you want to sell him. Allow the guy to go. Probably he will go to wherever club he will go to and progress there. But one thing about me is that selling players is not my problem, but replacing them with better ones.
Guy, Lavia is
and
good.
Still keeping the depth of the squad.
Lavia is good,
and
you must understand.
There's no point you loaning him and then you see how many players we have out there on loan.
See, they should just keep him.
Yes.
They should just keep him.
If you are going to keep him,
no loan, no sell.
Sell him.
No problem. You people should answer. Keep or sell. Looking at Andrey Santos coming back to Chelsea after his long loan spell at Strasbourg with a wonderful performance, and is even competing as one of the best midfielders in League One. You understand? Do you see Santos giving Enzo Fernandez that competition at Chelsea?
Come on, of course. Of course. But, my contemplation is always about the league.
Okay.
It's Premier League. Yes,
Okay.
it's the biggest league in the world. It's
Okay.
the toughest league in the world.
Okay.
So, I never vouch for any player that has not played in the Premier League. But if you look at Andrey Santos' performance, what he's going to give you, obviously, is more than what Enzo Fernandez is or has been giving us this season at Chelsea. Andrey Santos, like I've described before now, is this midfielder that has an eye for goal.
Okay.
He gets into the box so well. Things that kind of play that Frank Lampard was giving Chelsea. Get into the box, score goals, go back, help the defense, help your DMs.
Okay.
He could do the double pivot. He can play as a defensive midfielder. He can play as a central midfielder. He can also score goals for you when he gets the chance and opportunity. And another thing is the composure. So he has that composure of Lavia. I'm just saying based on what I have observed of Andrey Santos.
As they tell say, only Santos carry the train.
Like Jesus.
Yes.
There's no need for us to play Fernandez to give any call.
I can only tell you that Andrey Santos has the three.
You know that when we brought up the Lavia stuff, he was saying that if we can bring a replacement, now you're saying that Andrey Santos carry the three midfielders potential.
It doesn't have a good replacement.
Andrey Santos will not play the role of three defensive or three midfielders. You have to play other midfielders alongside him. That's what I'm trying to say.
What is your major point now?
My point is that Mr. Peter asked me a question.
Is he going to be competitive?
Is he going to compete with Enzo Fernandez? I said yes. Why not?
Is he going to give him that kind of competition?
Exactly. Why not?
Okay.
Why should he not? Based on the attributes he has. And moreover, I don't see a reason why we can't play Enzo Fernandez and Santos together, because that is the reason why I gave you his attributes. He can play as a DM. He can play as a central midfielder. He can play as an attacking midfielder. So if he's playing as an attacking midfielder, Enzo can come back.
But even at Strasbourg, he doesn't play much as a DM.
That is, see.
He progresses more.
He's always arriving at the box.
Yeah.
And that is one thing that Maresca likes about his midfield.
See, Strasbourg coach loves to play him as probably loves him to be at the box.
Yeah.
That is different from where Maresca wants him to play. Me, my own, I'm just telling you that.
What if Maresca wants to play
as a double?
What if Maresca wants to?
Beautiful. Anybody who is doing more better. That is why you asked me the question. You threw the question at me. If he can be able to compete against Enzo.
I threw the question on the floor. Anybody can give me an answer.
What? Okay.
The competition will be very high between the two of them because Enzo is not bad. Looking at it, because from the way David was giving description about Santos, it was as if Enzo is not doing or has not been
gosh.
doing what he's saying that Santos will come and do. Enzo has been doing it. He's always arriving. He's just like a free man. Like he has a free role in Chelsea.
Enzo has been defending.
He's not quite defensive, I know for that. And that is my issue with him. He's not quite defensive.
That is the reason why I told you what Santos has ahead of Enzo Fernandez. So now you are getting it wrong. So I'm trying to tell you that Enzo has not been doing what.
But Enzo is still unique.
Enzo is unique.
Enzo is still unique. At least there are some places whereby Enzo displays these unique attributes when he's on the pitch. Now, for the having eyes on goal, Enzo has it. Most times he makes good tackles. For me, I just feel that he's a bit sluggish, like from front running back again. He's a bit sluggish doing that.
Who is a better finisher to you?
From Enzo Fernandez and Santos.
Who's a better finisher?
I've not really watched that. Okay, talking about how many goals does Santos have this season? Let's start with that. If you're talking about the better finisher.
Oh man. Like
This talk go long.
The question is, who is a better finisher?
For me, I'll pick Enzo Fernandez now because
this talk go long.
As a better finisher.
As a better
Santos.
finisher, yes. I'll pick
You see,
him.
this is where you get it all wrong. Because you just told yourself that you just told us that you've not watched much of Santos this season.
Yes.
So you should go back and go and watch him before you answer the question.
Okay, what will really give the answer to that question is how many goals does Santos have this season and how many goals does Enzo Fernandez has this season?
I'm sure Santos is if
ahead of
you
him
check their
of
goal
goals.
contributions.
Yeah.
I think Santos, but like a little bit. I think I stand to be corrected actually, but I think
When you're talking about being a good finisher, are you talking about scoring the goals?
scoring goals, yes.
Now, then who has more goals now? Who has more goals? Is it Enzo Fernandez?
Do you
But-
have- do you have the answer of who have the more goals?
Gifts.
Okay.
The bone of contribution here right now is that will Santos give Enzo Fernandez that competition? Will he be that competitive against Enzo Fernandez?
He will. That's true. He will. But I think the formation when he comes to be changed.
Yeah, it's looking as if you are too defensive in the Enzo Fernandez.
No,
side.
it was because of
And-
how
and
David
then
was
it's
placing.
very-
Yes, that's
I know
it
that
was
is
because of how he was
Why I'm
placing it.
straightening gifts up is because he just exposed himself. He said he has not been watching Santos. He has not really watched Santos. So you cannot answer the question when you are not watching a player.
I have watched his highlights. In several matches.
Do you know that Santos is Strasbourg's key player?
I know.
Okay.
Well, let's see how it
Okay.
goes.
Okay. Let me ask you a question, Dave. Now,
Oh, okay.
let's say in the absence of Enzo in a match in Chelsea, do you think it will affect the club?
The absence of Enzo.
Enzo, yes.
Why currently now?
Yes, currently now.
It will affect because there are no better midfielders to replace him there. Right now, KDH will not replace Enzo Fernandez now in this team.
Good. That you know, I asked that question. It was because of what Boss said. He said that Santos is just like the key player in Strasbourg, and I'm also trying to let you
Enzo
know.
Fernandez is not the key player.
I know he's not the key
He's
player,
not
but
the
but
key
somehow, there's this light he gives to the player.
Casado is your key player.
If you come back ahead yourself, there are other key players at Chelsea. There are few.
For me,
If you remove
Casado stands out.
So
Yeah, I believe that.
Casado stands out. Remove Casado from that midfield.
But
now.
also in the absence of Enzo Fernandez, it's not as if Caicedo can also cover his own part and also cover Enzo Fernandez's part.
can
Let
Enzo
me
cover
get you.
Caicedo's part?
Let me tell you something. If Lavia is present, even though Enzo is not there, the ball will flow.
All we need to do is just to yes, because you can play Palmer on the 10. No, let's be honest with ourselves. Now, see, the only reason why people
This talk go long.
the only reason why we are now talking high up about Enzo Fernandez is just because of his recent performances. It's not because he has been giving that consistently throughout the season. I know, say this is itself. We don't complain for Enzo.
Sure, me I know be say,
But Santos has been doing that consistently for Strasbourg. Abi, you want you say not be Premier League now?
but guy applying no. I don't want to bring that one come, but must say if he applied their unique bowling style together, like waiting Santos get and waiting Enzo get, like you bring the two of them together for field. See they play person like Caicedo for field, guy, you go do much better.
This talk go long.
I want just balance make everybody rest. We don't argue again. Everyone heard that, but yeah.
I guess that would be all for now. Thank you very much. We'll see you again in our next episode. My name is Peters.
My name is Big Dave.
And my name is Gifto.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.